Hi everybody, it's a cold, blustery weekend here in Southern Ontario. Let's head out to the studio and see what I have prepared for you today. Let's head out to the studio. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, it's minus 11 Celsius here today. Do you hear that crunch, crunch? But the garden looks beautiful. The lake looks exquisite. Do you hear the waves? The shadows are gorgeous. It's a perfect beginning of a lovely weekend. And the perfect introduction to my snow painting that I have for you. All right, welcome to the chaos. I say that all the time, but the reality is, it is what it is. I've got everything going on in here. I've got my abstract side over here, doing some 12 by 12s, working on just having fun. I've decided I'm not going to be stressing over all of this and having fun. But okay, here it is. There's where I've got so far. So let's take you into the video and show you how I did it. So I wasn't actually going to do a video of this today. I had thought that I would just like to paint in my studio and not worry about videoing for YouTube. And I had determined that that's what I was going to do. And then this got so fun and so good, I just couldn't help putting the camera on and sharing it with you. You guys are my buddies. You know, you got to share things with your buddies. So I hope that you enjoy this little voiceover. I've sped up the video, but I haven't sped it up as fast as I usually do. So because I really wanted you to be able to watch and to really see how I work on things. And I'm going to be having, in the video, I will switch up the views and hopefully you'll be able to catch, a few things that I do. So what I've got at the moment is I've started color blocking the foreground of the painting. As you know, I paint all my canvases red. You'll see a burgundy outline. If you look closely, you'll see some chalk, and that's how I start. I chalk in the image. I use a burgundy line. For those who have watched me for a while, you know this. And then I start the color blocking. And I would consider the trees, the positive shapes, the sky, the negative shape, and that's how I approach it. So here, I was really attracted to my reference photo. And it had a lot of trees in shadow. And there was a real blue tinge to the work, to the photo. And that's when I thought, oh, I was inspired. If you go back a couple of videos where I did a workshop in Kelowna, there was a lady named Joan, and she did the same thing. She had a lovely photo of snow and trees and very blue. So I've totally been inspired by my students' painting from a few weeks ago. So here what I did was I started with the darkest blues, touching a little bit of quinacridone burnt orange with the one paint tube that I have left of that color. It's precious, man. And some burgundy and some browns, touching that, doing the very darkest of the darks that you would see here. That's how I started the painting, and creating a bit of a color story so that those shapes were lovely and balanced throughout the whole bottom third of this painting. Then I started going in with the darker purpley blue. Oh, here I'm moving the canvas around. The darker purpley blue, moving into the mid gray blues, and then into lighter blues. Now, I won't do the final highlights or anything like that on these blue, snowy, laden limbs until the whole painting is color blocked, because it'll affect the balance of where I'm going. So here, I wanted to show you how I did the background. So what you saw just before now was me coming in and creating the background. So I've popped in here my reference photo. I've added a few trees and things like that, but I wanted to show it to you. And I've stretched it out. So my painting is a longer, I think it's a 3x4, and my reference photo was square. So I wanted you to be able to see what my reference photo was. Oh, I'm moving things around. If you go back a couple of videos, you're going to see the painting that I did of this scene as well in a 12x12. Oh my goodness, guys, that has got almost 120,000 views already. And that's my first viral video. You guys made it happen. So, and then that video caused a lot of people to ask how to sell, and I did the second video, and that's doing really well. All right, so you can go and check back into the videos. You'll see the how I paint a painting that sells, and that I'll put in I'll pop in here a little overlay of the final painting. Here's how that one turned out. Isn't it fun? I just love it. So it just has spurred me to paint a bigger one. So guys, use your 12x12s, use your smaller paintings almost as sketches for the larger works. So what I'm showing you here is how I am color blocking the whole thing. And I kind of am popping at this point back and forth. I don't complete the entire foreground before I pop into the background, but I get most of the information there. And then I start working the background, and I have to pop back and forth and looking at my reference. And yeah, so that's what you're going to see in the next little bit. I'm going to pop some music on here and just let you watch it go, and I'll be back as I watch this and feel like I want to have something to say. I will pop back in. Oh, excuse that crazy videography. Who is that? All right. Enjoy the music while you watch me do the background painting and the color blocking. Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that little music interlude, little musical interlude. It's hard to choose music, but sometimes I just can't talk for 30 minutes. So here I am. So you've watched me paint, you've watched me doing my color blocking. Here I'm using my brush, I'm twisting and I'm turning and I'm doing my technique of that I pick up, a few colors. At this point I'm working with a very light palette. And I've picked up I've got on my brush a brown, a little bit of white, a little bit of Naples yellow, maybe some purples. And I'm blending on the canvas. And all those little streaks and everything are creating the trees in the background. So they're creating the trees in the background and giving me the depth that I need. But I will, when I'm finished the painting, the color blocking, I will come back and I'll do another layer. So here now, okay, so we're focusing in and we're going to be, I am going to be painting, you and I are going to be watching me do this, the water. So I'm going to be color blocking the water. And I always say water levels out. So I will eventually have some strokes that are horizontal so that they give you an idea that this, is a level water. Even though, we're up here in the mountain, we've done this huge hike and we're looking down. I'm always looking at my reference photo because there's reflections and things, and I'm very aware of how to do a reflection in a big body of water like that, those mountains would be reflecting into it. I had to stop my audio there for a minute because my husband came in with a few groceries and an absolutely remarkable revelation that I had to get up off my seat and film. I'm going to include this clip as a little bonus clip at the very end. So stay tuned to watch for this incredible event that happened in my home just a minute ago. Okay, back to the painting. So here I am filling in this very blue water. If you've ever been to the Rockies and to Alberta specifically, it is amazing how turquoisey blue the water is. I'm told it's a mineral that flows in from the mountains, and it just is incredible. So if you look at photos of water, you'll see that there's always a bit of a darker line where the water meets the land. So I tend to put in kind of almost like a little outline, but I would never do it in a way that it looks like an outline. It's just, you've got to kind of vary the widths of that, etc. So here I'm basically just color blocking and filling it in. And the challenge for me in this painting is that it's a snow painting, and we perceive snow to be white, but in this painting it is anything but white. And how to limit my very, very, very colorful palette to just blue. And what's very interesting is in one of my videos, somebody commented, "It seems all you do is fall paintings." And I'm like, well, I guess maybe I do a lot of fall paintings, and if that's all you've seen of my work on YouTube, then you would perceive that. So if that gentleman is watching, here's a painting that's not a fall painting. So I was challenged yesterday because I really, really wanted to paint this painting, so I went with it. But I am working towards a show in April and May in Waterloo at Paula White Diamonds Gallery, where they have requested a Muskoka kind of feeling show. So I need to do a body of work for that. So this is, a complete distraction. This is like, not at all doing a painting for Paula White Diamond. This painting is available and will be available for sale. So if you want to buy this painting, just, send me a message, find my email on my website, or DM me on Instagram. Go follow me over there. It's great. J Veenstra Artist on Instagram. If you ever want to communicate with me, that is a great way. I do try to read all my comments, but sometimes I miss them. So if you really want to communicate with me, find me and email me. I love it when I've been the emails that I've been getting, and or DM me on Instagram. That's a great place. So J Veenstra Artist. I mean, if you type in Julia Veenstra Artist, I'm going to come up too. So where was I going with that? This painting, unless I sell it privately, will probably go to Avon's Gallery in Alberta, and they are a gallery that carry my work. Oh, look at that amazing look at that amazing videography. And they are a gallery that carry me in Canmore, Alberta. I love going there. Betty is the curator and gallery manager, and she is absolutely wonderful. And there's the best shoe store in Canmore, Alberta, that some of my best shoes have come from. And you only pay 5% tax in Alberta. So anyway, I found it interesting talking about tax. With the new tariffs that might be coming in from the president in America, that somebody asked me, could you do a video on how the tariffs are going to attack? And I'm like, I don't think I can do that. That's not, I'm not an economist. So I'm not going to probably have much opinion on those taxes. I imagine that some of my art supplies might go up in costs. So here you are watching as I'm continuing and I'm layering, but as I'm layering, there's the forms of the mountain that I'm following the form. If you notice that my strokes are kind of following the undulation of the mountains as I go. I'm going to pop in a little bit more music here, but really stay tuned to the end. My husband has a great revolution. Not a revolution. It might cause a revolution if it got out. A revelation that happened to him today. Okay, so I've pulled out the camera to show you a full view of what's happening. So that red against the blue is really, really quite fun, isn't it? And yeah, no, now you're getting a view of the messy hair. I don't think I even had makeup on yesterday, which is probably why I thought, I'm not even going to video anything. And here I caught myself. I usually say videotape. There is no tape involved, but I wasn't even going to video yesterday because I was not camera ready. But here you go. You're getting it. So the rest of this color blocking session, again, fancy videography. I will be working on color blocking the rest of that mountain. And then the sky will come in and be another day. But then I will be, when I come in another day, I will be cleaning it up, trying to make it look less muddy, seeing where I need to do some push and pull, if I need to even lighten those mountains in the background even more. My picture keeps falling down, my reference photo. If I even need to lighten it even more. So now I'm trying to squint my eyes, look at all of the ridges and things in the mountain in my reference photo, trying to build form and shape. I hope all my rambling makes sense. And you know what I really hate? I really hate that side view when I'm looking down and you and you get all of those double chins. I don't have a strong jaw to begin with, so I hate that, but I'm sacrificing for my art here and for you. I hope you greatly appreciate it. So on that note, if you greatly appreciate it, please hit like. Please hit subscribe. I've been watching and it says that I think about 65% of viewers who watch YouTube don't subscribe. And I've looked at my stats and it's about the same. The people that watch me even regularly haven't subscribed yet. So if you subscribe, it's really helpful. It's free. I don't get paid for your subscription, but what it does is it will put my video up next, kind of thing on your YouTube feed. And when you've watched, it allows me to get paid through the AdSense program. So at this point, that is the only way I'm getting paid on YouTube, which for all of you artists is interesting for Canadian artists. Is the only way to get paid through social media here in Canada. So TikTok doesn't pay, Instagram doesn't pay, Facebook does not pay. YouTube is the only social media program that will pay Canadian artists to put content out. Now, artists on Instagram, TikTok. Instagram has done great for me. I have 41,000 followers over there. And what that Instagram has done, if people ask, what does social media do for you if you're an artist and you're watching, what that has done for me is get me in front of many, many eyes. And my paintings often sell from what I'm posting. So that is direct income, and it's awesome income for an artist. And a lot of collectors and followers follow, a lot of collectors and artists and things like that follow over on Instagram, and that's the way. And Facebook, it's an entirely different demographic. I use Facebook a lot. Facebook is great for my mentoring group. If you're in my Business of Art course, which is linked in my description that I put it down below every video, there's a mentorship group over there that we can chat and share ideas, and I share lots and lots of tips over there. So yeah, join me over there if you will. So that's just a little rambling about social media at the end of this video. So I'm loving what's happening here. These mountains are forming. You can kind of see which direction the sun is coming. The sun is coming from the left here. So when I come back in to do final touches on this painting, I probably will really pull that out even more which way the sun is coming, especially on the sides of the trees and where the light is hitting those really heavy laden, snowy limbs. So I'm enjoying this process. I'm enjoying this painting. I can't wait to get back in and finish it up. But that's going to have to be Tuesday, guys, because there's life that happens in between. Tomorrow, Sunday, usually I'm off to church and my family comes over on Sunday afternoon and I see all my grandkids. The rest of the day today, a few of my grandkids are coming over and I'm babysitting. My husband is going to France. He's going skiing. Maybe that's why I painted mountains. That could be. So subconsciously, I'm thinking about him going skiing in France. I'm jealous of him going skiing in France. He's going to Club Med, but with a new group of friends. It's a long story how this happened. It's really random and a bucket list for him. But maybe I've been thinking about skiing. I don't ski, so I'm not jealous of the skiing, but maybe I've been thinking about him. So I really appreciate, again, you watching this video. And yeah, let's finish up. You'll see here that I hit the side of the canvas. I tend to paint the sides of the canvas as I'm going. So here's a shot of the piece. Here's a straight on shot. This shot helps you see, all the layers and things that I've done. I'm probably going to get rid of any of the real greens that are happening in there, but we shall see, and that'll be another day. Thanks for watching. And now here's the big reveal of what my husband learned to do today. I can't believe it. We have a breakthrough.
I checked my texts.
He checked his text messages. I'm very proud of him. I sent him to I sent him. He offered to go to the grocery store to get a few things that I needed. And when you walked in the door, what did you say? Come back and say it again.
I checked my text
To
see if you wanted anything else.
This is a breakthrough, guys. We've only been married 40 years.
And I'm leaving for a week.